Hello there and welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. We are continuing our conversation about running with Ed. Guys, it's getting closer. We are so thrilled to be joined by some local companies and supporters of this incredible race. First off, of course, back in studio, Jen Billow. Welcome. Nice to have you back here. And you brought these two gentlemen with you.
I did.
You have Canice Harte. He's the owner of Park City Running Co. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
And then we also have Harper, of course, the founder of Altra shoes and the zero drop running shoe concept, which is so cool. Welcome back. Nice to have you guys here. A pleasure. So Jen, let's first start off with what's the latest? We have how many more weeks now?
So, well, we're exactly a month away from the race, so it's May 21st. Last chance registration is ongoing, so regular ended, that ends next Friday. So I know there's a few people out there calling me, can I still get in the race? It's Park City, we do things last minute. Yes, you can. We are in full on, logistics mode. We have our captain's meeting tonight, so Golden is speaking at that, and we also have a running clinic this morning. So the cool thing about Running with Ed, which is a relay race around Park City, kind of a mini Ragnar to raise money for the Park City Education Foundation, is we have all these wonderful sponsors and partners and supporters in the community that when you sign up for Running with Ed, you're not just signing up for a race, you are getting all these other benefits about it. So one of them are free running clinics, and the first 50 teams to sign up, the team captains got a free pair of Altras, which is just an amazing donation. And then they could go pick them up at Canice's store, which has become really the epicenter of running. It's just an amazing store and community, and they're big supporters of Running with Ed. They advertise about us, talk about us. Their employees are doing running. They're doing runs during the weekend to rev up for Running with Ed. So it's super fun. And then the race itself is the biggest party in Park City for this spring. And it's really a party for education. So
I love that you bring that up. It's a party. For those that aren't necessarily running or doing the race itself, it's for everyone. Get in on that.
It is for everyone. So we have the very serious teams, like Altra will have a very serious team that I'm sure will do really well in the race. We also have teams with as many as 10 people for the 10 legs. And so you can just run as slow or as fast as you want. Little kids do it. We have 2 teams of walkers this year. We're starting them an hour early. They'll probably end up at the field house at 5. So from 7 to 5, we tell them, hey, if you get a little behind, just jump in your car, go to the next exchange, because the exchanges are so fun. We have our exchange at the UOP, where you run up the stairs or take the chairlift. I think we're the only race in the country that does that. So it's just a big party for education. In fact, we really say it's 10 parties, not 10 legs. It's a great time.
That is a great way to say that. It's for those that, because I know many, they kind of joke about it. They were like, I trained 2 days before. Like there's a support, regardless of whether or not you're a runner. There's some that do the training, but others that are like, what, I just want to be out here and support it, even if I'm not that great of a runner, which is part of what I love. But if you do want to get more into that, know how to do it better, we have Park City Running Company.
Oh, well, yes, the costumes. I mean, you do, whether you're serious or not, you do have to wear a costume.
I say you have to be serious about the costume.
Yes.
You have to be serious about the running. It's just about the costumes.
Yes. We do have a lot of people, though, that Running with Ed is the first time they did a race, and they have since then become very active, and now they do CrossFit, they do running, we have several board members that were like, really, we're going to take on a race, and now they love to run and they love to work out.
That's
so
fantastic.
It's a great inspiration.
Right.
But yes, costumes, get your shoes at Canice's store.
Yes.
Well, I think it's where you're going to get your costume and what that's going to be. I mean, there is incredible, not that put pressure on anybody that you have to do this. You can run in some split shorts and a singlet if that's what you like to do. But no, I mean, there was 10, 15 Oompa Loompas last year.
Oh, there were 40.
It was 40, it was 40, right?
Yes.
And it's which is hilarious to see running around town. There was people dressed as statues, more than
they were
in
trophies.
Full gold trophies.
Were they the gold, or what?
The trophy runners.
The trophy runners, and so they were like a tennis trophy, a bowling trophy,
and
things. And I mean, it's everything you can imagine. And
I saw someone carrying a canoe once, or a kayak. Is that what I saw?
I think that was backcountry.
A canoe would be kind of rough.
I think it was backcountry.com did that one time.
Yes.
And then, for myself, this year, my 8-year-old is going to join us.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so
that's
she's
awesome.
going to run 2 legs with me, and so we'll run them together. So it also gives you that opportunity to run with normally a person might run by themselves, but in this case, my 8-year-old really wants to get into running. and what a fun way to kind of a non-pressure event for her to do this in.
Sure,
It's
sure.
gonna be great.
So Canice, in terms of Park City Running Company and the involvement that you guys have, what really drew you to this in the first place? I mean, it makes sense, but all the same, it's so neat to see that support from your company.
Well, I mean, you know, with our community, it's a blend of many things, right? It's our lifestyle, it's who we are, it's our school system that we want to support. I do have 2 children, but actually we were first involved with Running with Ed with a previous company I had where we were donating product for the bags, so a company called Waterbox. So it's always been in our world sort of a given that we would be involved with Running with Ed. But when you have this opportunity to bring people together to go running, to raise funds and awareness, it's how could you not be a part of that?
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
just a win-win all the way around.
Very good. And Golden, you brought some goodies for us this morning. This is fun. This gets you excited when you see some shoes. I don't know what it is about a new pair of shoes or like new running gear.
Yes.
It just makes you want to do it more.
It does.
I don't know what that is.
That's
Totally.
so true. It's motivation.
Yeah.
It really is. Just share with us what we've got here.
Yeah, so you know, most people don't understand that you know, their running shoes are actually twice as thick and twice as heavy in the back half of the shoe, and they actually teach them to run in a kind of high impact, inefficient way. And also that most foot problems are caused by modern footwear. You know, you bend the shoe or the foot out of its natural position, you crowd the toes, and most of the issues that we deal with on a daily basis here in America, people that don't wear modern footwear don't have, they don't exist.
Right.
And so we make shoes that help people recover from injuries and help them to run better and more efficiently and faster. And so that's what, you know, this is all about, whether it's road or trail or even casual stuff, doesn't matter, even, you know, mid and waterproof stuff for wintertime or wet weather. We kind of cover all the bases, and our newest thing here is something we call the IQ that'll be coming out here in the next couple months. And this shoe actually senses how you land and a bunch of other running dynamics, and then it actually, through an app on your phone, it actually gives you tips on how to run more efficiently and reduce impact and
How cool is that?
protect
totally
your body.
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So
That is
it's kind
so
of
neat.
the world's first coach in a shoe.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my
So-
gosh. Because it's like real-time feedback
Yeah.
for how you're doing. Because even if, I mean, it's valuable, of course, to get, people always forget that, hey, I should probably learn technique for running.
Right.
They do
So
it for
true.
every other sport.
Exactly. Thank
but
you
not
for bringing that
running
up.
for some reason.
Yeah.
But that's, wow, that's incredible. How long have you guys been in developing that?
It's been in development about 4 years now.
Wow, that's incredible. So, you're
it's
rolling that out officially
June.
June-ish?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I can't have it for running with that. Dang it. That would be so great to have it for this race.
Yeah, and it's, you know, it's one of those things that it's ideal for newer runners, beginner runners, and again, like you said, even most experienced runners have never been taught how to run in a way to protect their body.
Wow.
Which is actually why we're doing this clinic at 9 a.m. at Park City
At
Running
the store,
Company.
yeah.
Yeah. Share with us a
So-
little bit more about that, then we'll chat more about the shoes here for a moment. So when it comes to the clinic and our involvement in that, how do we, that's today at 9,
so that's
right?
today at 9 o'clock at Park City Running Company. We're located in Corey Village, which is at the Jeremy Ranch exit. And if you haven't signed up for the clinic and you still would like to join us, just feel free to come by. We have plenty of space. We'd love to have you do it. Golden will actually be teaching the clinic.
Nice.
And spending about 45 minutes to an hour, really taking you through proper running technique. And he'll be helping you just with running in general too. Not, I mean, it will be obviously we'll speak about Ultra, but it will just be if you want to get better running technique. Golden's a great person to speak to about that.
And kind of give us a little teaser of what we can expect. Golden, what's like a tip you can give us right now when it comes to running technique that we can learn more about at 9 when that rolls around?
So, you know, one of the quickest, easiest ways to clean most people up and help them to run more efficiently is just to get their elbows back behind their hips. Most people, way too much arms going on.
Too much up here?
Yeah, just move your arms less, get them back. You're trying to move your arms the least amount necessary for the speed you're going. And most people just have arms going everywhere. And people forget arms and legs are connected. If your arm's going all over the place, your leg's going all over the place. If your arm's swinging too far forward, your foot's swinging too far forward, which causes a high impact landing. So that's just one of the, you know, many tips that we talk about. But we try and keep it simple and make it really applicable for anybody.
Like I said, you need to attend something like this so that you can do it right, because you know those injuries, as you start developing them, you get into habits and things that you have to fix a little bit later on. So start off the right way.
I mean, really, every runner should take a running technique class, because this is a non-contact sport with a really high injury rate, and I believe that's mostly because people don't know what they're doing. They've never been taught how to protect their bodies when they run.
Right.
So.
Right.
Well, and I'd add in just it could be a great reason if you have kids come by. get some coaching on this, because quite often we don't teach kids how to run. Usually you just send the kids out and you say, hey, go run.
Right.
And they will then take whatever that habit is they're starting to develop on their own, and that's probably really will affect their running for the rest of their life. So if we can just help them along a little bit, and of course we want to get really good sound advice like Golden's going to give today, that will help your children have a much better future in running and athletics in general. So it could be a good thing all the way around.
Very good. And I like you bring up, take the kids out, you know, like
Yeah,
make sure
absolutely.
that's part of the experience, make it a family event.
Well, one thing I always find interesting in the stores, you know, we have these treadmills and that Altra has helped provide, and they're incredible treadmills when you see them, but what amazes me is how much the kids just go right to them when they're in the store. So we're trying to help people shoes and get the Altra footwear on their feet, and I've got to watch out that these kids aren't flying off the treadmill, because they're like, they get in, it's like it's a video game to them. They get start like hitting the numbers to see how fast they can go and what incline they can do. But it's really amazing, like the kids, they don't have these sort of
barriers.
Yeah, they don't have, they're just not thinking twice of it. They just get on, they just start running, they start playing around, they have fun. So really it's kind of like we just sort of nudge them along and just be a healthy lifestyle for them without making it a big deal. You know,
Yeah, make it a fun learning experience. Yeah, Jen.
The clinics, I wasn't able to attend last night, but last year I went, and Golden is so easy in his teaching and so simple. And so afterward, I had an email from the lady saying, oh, you know, I'd like to hire him to be my running coach. She had no idea that he was, the founder of the shoe company, and perhaps was busy. So I emailed her back. I said, I think he's able to. He's the founder and of Altra. And she said, oh, I had no idea, because it's just kind of a humble personality. So it's nothing to be intimidated by. I think people are like, oh, only real runners should go to running clinics, but it's kind of the opposite.
If you don't run and you don't like running, show up.
That's when you should go.
But I do find that in the store too. Like a lot of people come in the store and the first thing they want to do is say, oh, I don't really run, or I just run a little bit or something. It's a really common experience for people to come into a running store that don't actually run a lot, but they know they want some good footwear. Or in the case of something like Altra, one of the other things besides zero drop and some of the technologies, it has a natural foot shape to it. So when someone gets into a pair of Altra shoes and your toes can spread out or splay out, and it has a very different feel, it will really surprise them. And it really is a nice experience once they get it. But that's really common that people come in and feel like kind of give this disclaimer. I'm not a runner, but you get them in the right shoes and then they're off to a good start.
Well, you were speaking to some of the aspects of the shoe. Let's go more into that, Golden, when it comes to what makes this shoe different than others.
I mean, so the main thing that Canice was just mentioning is the shoes are what we call foot-shaped. And most people have never thought about this before. You don't realize that the shoes that you wear are not shaped like feet. And
they kind of
feet are naturally square and shoes are naturally
quite. So I shouldn't be wearing high heels.
No, you really if your feet hurt at all, that's why. If they don't, they will. But this is basic preschool principles. We were taught not to put the square shape, which is our foot, in the triangular hole, and yet we do it every day, and we can't figure out why 73% of Americans report foot pain versus only 3% of people in places that don't wear modern footwear. So that's a huge aspect, is just this foot-shaped toe box. And then of course the shoes are zero drop, which means that the cushioning at the heel and the forefoot is the same. It's balanced level cushioning. The shoe's going to balance perfectly front to back. It's not going to crank off the back like most shoes. So it's going to let you run just like you run. And I
seem
like
really
to
breathable
say,
too.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody else is making shoes that try and change the way you run. We just make shoes that let you run the best version of you.
Well, so. I think what speaks really well of this, and obviously to your passion for this, the woman that's like, hey, I want to use it for my trainer, is that you obviously need a good product to help you do it right. But man, the technique and the right product go right in hand, because if you know that, the rest would come easier, because as you said, I'm not a runner, so with
absolutely.
that. Cool. Well, you have so many different colors. Share with me. Let's point out some of your favorites here.
Oh man, favorites. Well, the Superior here up front. This is a Trail Runner and Runner's World Editor's Choice shoe.
Nice.
It's a lightweight, performance, fast trail running shoe. And then the Lone Peaks here, which are all of these shoes. This is a family of Lone Peak shoes. And from regular mesh low to waterproof low to mid height in waterproof as well. And Lone Peak's kind of our, you know, all-purpose, do everything trail shoe. This is the #1 shoe on the Pacific Coast Trail and other through hikes from Canada to Mexico.
Sure.
And then yeah, we already talked about the IQ.
Tell about this one with the.
So this is also a Lone Peak, but all of our trail shoes come with a little gaiter attachment on the back, and so this is just a simple trail gaiter that we sell, and there's a lot of them like this on the market. But you just attach the Velcro here and clip it to the front, and that keeps stuff out of your shoe, which a lot of people go trail run, especially this time of year as we transition and we start to get, you know, more stuff on the trail. You're getting rocks and dirt and sand and pieces of leaves and things inside your shoe.
And you've covered that for us.
Yeah,
I like that.
Exactly.
You've covered all these different aspects. I want to mention this one last of all. This seems like more of a casual shoe.
Yeah, so we make a line of casual shoes now, and this is a new shoe for us coming out here pretty soon. It's a kind of a chukka-style desert boot.
Yeah.
And it's based off of our running shoe platform, exact same running shoe technology underfoot, just really comfortable, you know, casual upper on top.
Cool.
Well, and this is the foot shape we're talking about. This is Gold and I were speaking about this last night. Once you've converted and you've got it yourself into some ultras and you've experienced this fit and the comfort, then you would want to bring that into your everyday shoes. And so I'm actually really excited about this collection of shoes that Ultra has coming out, because there are so many people that just, once you're, like I said, once you're into some ultras, you just get really hooked on it, and now you'll be able to wear those the rest of your time.
That's good. So great. Wow, you guys. Thanks for what you're doing for Running with Ed, and of course for the community, getting the word out there on, you know, doing your favorite thing a little bit safer, or at least making running your favorite thing, right? If you haven't yet.
Well, I'd say come join us at the clinic today at 9 o'clock if you've got a chance.
And where's it at?
At Park City Running Company over in Quarry Village. And if you haven't, it sounds like Jen is willing to get you a team or get you taken care of if you still want to be running with Ed. And just come prepared to party. It's really
very good.
And I'll just say, even from a serious runner perspective, running with Ed is like the most fun event. Like,
I love it.
Even if you're running for competition and running really fast, it's furious. It's like all the greatness of a big, long 24-hour relay like a Ragnar in like a few hours.
Oh man.
And you're home right after lunch. And it's like,
it's so true.
Fabulous.
Well, for Golden, it's after lunch.
I know, right?
Yeah, I think for a few other teams, it may be a little different.
It's
but,
like,
you know,
maybe after 3. It's so true. In fact, we call it the race. You can have a relay race, and then you can have a play date or a date night afterward.
Yeah,
that's right.
Very good. Well, where can we go online to find out more?
Runningwithed.com.
Okay, and then from you guys as well?
ParkCityRunningCompany.com, and then our Facebook page is very active as well.
Very good. Golden, what about you?
UltraFootwear.com.
Okay.
And we're just social media, you name it, Instagram,
Go find
Facebook,
it's there.
Ultra Running. So.
Well, thank you so much. All three of you, Jen, did we cover it all? Are we good?
I think so.
All right, thank you so much. A
Thank
pleasure
you.
to have you guys here. I feel more motivated to get out there and change up my technique, because according to Golden, we're all doing it wrong. So you need to get out there and fix it. Get ready, because you can enjoy it a lot more if you're doing it the right way. Thank you to the folks from Running with Ed. We'll be right back after this commercial break.